Welcome back. This is Stage 3 London Classic Reverse again. This is my second attempt at it. I did it this morning. I think I did a 4:10 race this morning. I'm excited to bring this one to you. I did some of the things. I ran slow. I kind of ran with the pack on this one. I tried to fix some of the mistakes I made in the first one where I was out by myself a lot in the first race. This one I was by myself some, but I tried to fix that on the second round, and I kind of ran this race a little slower. It really wasn't much slower than the race I ran Monday, but it was a little slower compared to that. So I ran this race today, and something happened that I had been told by Drummer Tone and Paul had told me, and Rough Rides had said, I kind of need to hit this thing around 2 kilometers left in the race. I need to really bang it out. And I'm gonna tell you something. There's a rider riding with us today this morning, Bath Salts, and he did it, and he really exposed something to me that really made sense. Hey, Bath Salts, if you watch my content and you see it, hey, leave me in the content, man. That was a hell of a sprint at the end, man. So with that being said, I know since I've done this so much, but hey, I just want to say thank y'all to everybody who subscribed. I want to thank y'all if you left a comment. Hey, leave a like. I'm trying to get 100 likes on the video. Hey, I know I ask all the time, but hey, I would really enjoy getting 100 likes on one video. I'm close. I've been close. I got like 76 on one video, but I want to get 100. So that would really make me happy. With that being said, let's get off into this race. And we're off. And as we take off on this thing, you can see that I'm right here in the front of the pack. I always kind of take off and try to stay in that front pack. If I don't, it kind of becomes hard to catch up. So that's one thing I try to do when I'm racing. I try to stay close to the front. Now with this one, there's only one hill in this race compared to what's coming up on stage. What is it, stage 4 Sunday night? I might be able to do that because I know I'm off Monday. So I know I'll be able to do the 1 o'clock, but that stage race, if I'm not stuck too long at the cookout on Sunday, let's just say it like that. If I'm not stuck at the cookout too long, I may race, but I probably have a little bit too much in me for me to actually come home and race. So I know I'll be racing that Monday morning, and I will do that 1 o'clock because I will be home. As you can see, I'm riding on this thing, and I'm riding pretty decent. I'm out in front, but I'm only out in front right here because this is the only true climb we have left in this race. Then once we get back into the race, I think the biggest one we have is a 4% or 5%, and it's only for a few moments. It's not even long. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm actually bagging off. I'm trying to slow down and let them walk up to me. You look at my heart rate. I'm not really stressing out. I'm coming off of 2 days rest. I'm feeling real good. So what I'm trying to do now is just kind of back off. Now, the thing that's happening right now is I ran this morning. I just ran a team time trial with my team, the Z Sons, and I did that, and that was pretty fun. And I'm gonna get up in the morning. This is what, 9 o'clock at night tonight, almost 9 o'clock, 8:30. So I'm gonna get up in the morning. I think I'm gonna race a 5:10 or 4:10. I'm not sure yet. When I get up in the morning, I'm just gonna let myself wake up naturally because I don't have nothing to do in the morning. And I'm off Monday. Off Friday is a doctor's appointment today, so I'm kind of excited about that. But yeah, that's kind of weird. But yeah, I get excited about going to see what doctor. They go crazy about all the stuff I'm doing. So as we come around here, I'm out in front, but I'm not trying to run the race and just leave everybody. I'm just kind of flowing. Look at my heart rate. I'm not pumping. Look at my my weight balance. It's going down, but it's not really going down fast, and it goes down just a little bit because there's a little hill. Look at the climb. So everybody comes shoot past me. This is a 4.5% climb. Now everybody's gonna come shoot past me, but it's not really that bad of a climb. So all I'm trying to do is just constantly stay with the pack. Now out in front, I don't know who that was out in front, but the JM is bath salt. I don't know why it does that to you, man, but that's what I see when I look at my symbols on here on the side. I'm gonna actually I extended it out so I can actually have the name out there now, so I can start calling y'all by your names instead of the initials. I really like that more, so I'm gonna end up doing that a lot more. So, but as I said, we're back on this race, and as you can see, I'm doing a lot different than I was Monday. I'm kind of just trying to stay with the pack. I'm right up here in the front. You know, people get out in front of me. I kind of want to ride in the pack. I gotta say one thing. It felt kind of uncomfortable. Now, you remember Monday, I was all about pushing this thing, trying to keep it over 40 kilometers. Today wasn't about that. Today was like, well, I think I overcorrected. I was just trying to ride in the pack, because I know in that middle lap Monday, I kind of got out there by myself. And you can see, I'm not trying to be by myself, but every time we get on like this negative climb, I kind of roll out in front, and it's kind of hard to back off. And what I mean by that is that I really have to almost stop pedaling to let everybody come back up past me, especially on a negative. So it's kind of hard. I'm having a hard time judging it, because I'm trying to, you look at my weight balance, it should be almost full. Like Monday, if you watch that weight balance, it didn't go down to the end of the race. Look where it's at now, because I'm kind of pushing a little hard, but I shouldn't be pushing this hard. It's a weird spot for me to be in, because every time we go to a negative, I kind of roll out in front and everybody gets behind me, and I kind of don't want to do that. But if I come off the pedals, I kind of fall in the pack real fast. So it's a judgment I have to make. Now, when I run this in the morning, this will be my third attempt. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try to run it again Saturday, and I probably will run it Sunday morning if I head out. I'm gonna try to get this thing 6 tries, because Monday coming up, man, I'm just gonna be honest, it's an 800-meter climb. I think it's a 14-mile race. It's gonna be kind of, it's another hill race. It's gonna be a little challenging with them hill races for me. So you gotta understand that with me. So now as we come through here, you see I get back up here in the lead. Now when I can tell you one thing about this, today I got all arrowheads. It really tripped me out to get all arrowheads. I just kept getting arrowhead after arrowhead. So that did change a little bit of my strategy about trying to draft off people. I kept getting arrowhead after arrowhead after arrowhead. So, so that was weird. Monday, I got all drafts. Today, I got all arrow. I don't know if you get all one or all the other. I will find out today. It probably give me a mixture, but like for the last 2 races, either I got one or the other. So I can't tell you if it gives you out both of one at a time. So as you can see, I'm sitting right here in the pack, and I'm riding really good. We just not getting close to the halfway mark of this race, and we're gonna come back around on that tarmac. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to keep a draft. You look at my draft number. I'm trying to stay in the hundreds. I'm trying to stay behind somebody. Now, a couple more get in front of me, it moves up a little bit. But for the most part, look at it. It gets about 170 on a negative one, a negative 0.1 or something like that. On a flat, I get about 180, 165 to 180. So when I look at it right here on the almost flat, it's almost a 1%, but look right there, look at my draft numbers. It's pretty nice. And that's what I'm trying to say. But the problem is when we go negative, I kind of get pushed out in front, and it's a judgment thing. I'm back up, look at my weight balance, kind of scooted back up, and I need to leave it up, because you're gonna see at the end that there's things that go on that really kind of threw me off. Now, as we're riding, I noticed that, like I said, it wasn't trying to get out in front, but every time we hit a negative climb, I smooth out in front, and it's almost trying to, look at my pedals per minute. It's down in like the 60s, because I'm trying to just let them pass. I'm literally trying to let them pass past me, and they just won't go by. And it's weird. So that's what I'm saying. It's the judgment of that. And we back on the target again, and you can see it. And it felt funny, because at first when I was riding on that Monday ride, I was pushing the pack the whole time. I was trying to make sure we all stayed pushing at least 25, 26 miles an hour, 41, 42 kilometers. This time I decided to lay off, and you can see we're 32. Sometimes you can hit 36, 35. Look at that. And I'm trying to just back off and save the energy on this last lap coming up. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save all my energy for this last lap. And I wanted to make a break at a kilometer left. But I had been suggested, like I said, by Drum Toe, and I've been Rough Rides, and even Paul, at Paul. I think it's 862. Hey man, if I messed up the email, I'm sorry about that. But they all suggested that I take off at about 2 kilometers an hour. And I think that's really what I need to do. And like with this race, right, you see my weight balance at, I need to let it get to 2 kilometers. And the one thing about the 2 kilometers, if you watch this race at about 2.5 kilometers left in it, there's a negative all the way up to almost 2 kilometers. If I can get a nice break off that, get a nice little speed going, not hit my weight balance too hard, and then hit it hard and get out in front, I think I may be able to pull this off. So that's what I'm gonna do next. That's what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. So this video gonna come out tonight. I'm doing the edit. I did it right after I did the team time trials. I just finished up the team time trial. So I'm doing this edit tonight because I wasn't home today. I had to actually go in for a little while, so I couldn't get this done today until tonight. I couldn't get the voiceover done until tonight. And as you can see, we're coming up close to the end of this race. We only have 4.6 kilometers left, and I'm trying to time this thing just right. And I'm telling you, I was really trying to back up, and I was trying to get my weight balance back up to 20. But they wouldn't kind of, you see how I'm out in front, and that's what I'm talking about. The judgment of when to take off. I know we're on flat, and so flat's not hard for me to do, but I'm trying to keep my heart rate wasn't even wild. Look at it, it's at 144. Everything is down. So right here is where I need to really focus in. Like I say, once we hit 2 kilometers in the morning when I race this thing, I am shooting out of there. So I have to really judge this thing very well, because I'm gonna show you once we get close to right here, we're at a strong negative right here. And we're gonna ride this negative out for a while, and then we're gonna come up to 1%, and then it's gonna go back to a flat even. And we're right at 3 kilometers left. So as we're coming around here, we're getting close to 2 kilometers. Now watch what happens when this thing hits 2 kilometers. You see it up at the top, it says 2.7. It's counting down slowly. And I've been told by everybody to take off at 2 kilometers. And if you look right now, we're at a flat, negative, flat, negative, flat. I can actually keep the speed up right here, and I really needed to stay right at this speed. Because if I stay right here and look at my weight balance, I still have room to move. Now watch, like I say, watch what happens. It's gonna go to 2. I'm letting my speed come down, sitting there right there. Bath salts passed me, and I'm gonna tell you what he did. When he passed me right there, he made it hard to catch him, and I realized something. If I do that and get that speed out and move like that on that, when it comes to that negative line and take off like he did, it's almost impossible to catch up. Because all he has to do, which I used to do when I was racing in D, is just look. If I can watch, literally, I can watch the soft speeds behind me and just make. And all he did was just make sure he maintained whatever speed I was going. He maintained that speed, or just did just a bit above it. And because I was so far back trying to push, I was running tired. And you look at my weight, I'm in the negative because I should have did what he did. If I would have done that, I would have never went negative. Because all he did was match whatever I put out. He just matched it. And he just stayed that far ahead. So when we get close to the end, we're at 700 meters. He's that far ahead. That means everybody has to catch him. I'm going to do what Bath Salt did this time. Man, thank you for doing it, because you really showed me how to win this race. And in the morning, that's one of the things I'm going to key in at 2 kilometers, because I've already got the speed. I'm going to maintain that speed, and I'm just going to take off. And I think maybe that'll be it, because everybody tried to catch him, but because he's so far ahead, you're not catching him. And because I was so far back and I had already ran, look at me, I'm at negative 16 weight, man. I'm burning out, man. And I was just tired. He passed me last month. I was just tired. With that being said, y'all, I want to say thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for being there for me. And with all that, have a great weekend if we don't watch any more of my videos. And with that, ride on.